Hello, everybody.
Hey,
My name is Ryan. I'm a retired teacher. I was lucky enough to retire at age 50 with a full pension after buying 4 years. During my teaching career, I was also lucky that I got to teach personal finance towards the end of my career. I piloted a new course called Personal Financial Literacy. So I have a passion for personal finance. I'm not so worried about making a lot of money, or I would have got out of teaching, but I want to be smart with my money and make good decisions. So I've always been into personal finance my whole adult life.
nice. I'm Justin. I'm still teaching. I'm working my way towards financial independence. Um, I teach high school art, and I love just talking about money. I love trying to talk about mindset and trying to help other people along the journey as well. So here we are.
Here we are. And here we are with a non-money thing, but don't delete this yet or stop. Because this guy, Jordan Grummett, he also does like personal finance specific videos
Mm,
or podcasts, I should say.
okay.
But he's big on both purpose in life and making good decisions with your money so you can reach financial independence and be in a good place. The purpose code I read and I really liked because I think we can all work on having a more purposeful life. I was telling Justin earlier, like me and my wife had two young boys, the purpose is pretty straightforward.
Yeah,
I
take
wanted
care
to
of
be,
those
yeah, I
boys.
wanted to be a really good parent. I wanted to change those diapers, yay! I wanted to fly that food into their mouths because they were getting annoyed by eating. I
Right,
remember those
right.
days, right? I wanted to read to them. I wanted them to get them outside to the park. And as they get older, they need less of me, so to speak. So that purpose is still there, but becomes less and less as your kids grow up.
Yeah,
Teaching, something I did for a long time, that's purpose every school year. That's a big time purpose.
yep.
I mean, you want to do a good job teaching your content. You want to do a good job being a good mentor, encouraging your students, showing them new things, giving them new ideas. It's
Yeah.
big P purpose, which we'll talk about in a
Part of
minute.
my thought is I want my students to be better than me,
Yeah,
right? And I'm pretty sure you could say the same thing about even your boys.
yeah,
You want what's best for your boys. You want them to do better than you. I don't think
exactly.
any parent really says, "No, you can't be as good as I am,"
Right.
right? So, same thing with teaching. I want my kids to be better than me.
Yeah, I like that. So his book's really good because he talks about big P purpose and
Mm,
small P purpose. That's one of the big takeaways for me from his book.
okay.
Yeah.
Can you break that down? What is a big P, small
Well,
P?
big P purpose is me and Justin want to have 1 million subscribers to our YouTube channel.
Hint, hint, wink, wink.
If we, and he says this in his book, if you have that as your goal, because that is a goal, then you're setting yourself up for failure and for misery. He suggests, and I'm kind of paraphrasing through this example, that if you want to make a YouTube channel of something you're passionate about, do it and see where it goes, see how much it grows. That's small P purpose.
Mm,
What me and Justin are doing right now is small P
small P.
purpose. Yeah, it's helping others if they find this information valuable.
Yeah,
So I love that he says a lot of people get stressed and anxiety about trying to achieve big P purpose.
I can see that.
But if you're just going for small P purpose, some of those will be big P and they don't need to be actually.
Yeah.
Like I was just a teacher. I feel very good about it, but I wasn't teacher of the year. No one like put me on a stage or flew me to Disney World, but that was never my goal. I just want to be a great teacher, and if that led to that, fine. But it wasn't a stress of mine.
You weren't aspiring to be the famous person with the picture on the wall and
No, I just, like most teachers, we just teach to the best of our ability, and whatever happens, happens.
yep, absolutely.
It's kind of like I played basketball too when I was growing up, but I didn't make the NBA. Thankfully, that wasn't a goal because I'm pretty short. Uh, but if I enjoyed basketball, I have no regrets of playing all those years of basketball. I never made it a goal of like playing in college or in the pros. Otherwise, I would have been maybe stressed out or anxious about it.
Yeah,
So I love the big P and small P purpose that he talks about in his book.
nice.
Another thing he talks about, and I'm just pulling out some things that struck a chord with me.
Hmm.
I highly recommend getting it at the library. And he has 10 different chapters, and he gives very strategic ideas on how to find purpose in your life. But one thing I like that he did for himself, because he was a doctor, he still is a doctor, um, but he didn't want to be in the office doing the physician things. So he wrote a list of everything about his job, and he crossed out things he didn't like about it. And one thing he didn't cross out is hospice care. And he continues to do hospice care, not full time, but part time, if I understand right, because that gives him purpose and he enjoys it. And he says in the book, you can find it in the book, I forget what page, he would do this for free. He really enjoys doing hospice. In fact, his first book, he writes about this. I forget the name of his first book right now, but he does talk about his hospice care experience and working with patients.
Cool.
So it's a strategy we can use as teachers.
Yeah. You just write down everything that we do as teachers and start crossing stuff off that we don't like coming in early,
Yeah.
grading, right?
Yeah. When I look back at my teaching career, I got better at creating so many assignments that I had a grade.
Yeah.
Because that was annoying.
Absolutely.
Like I felt like I was spending 10 hours a week, 20 hours a week grading. I'm like, what is this? This is driving me. So I combined activities. I made more projects, and it made me happier. And I think I taught better and did better with my lessons. So
Nice.
if you're a teacher watching this, or any job for that matter, look at what you're doing that you enjoy and don't enjoy. And if it's possible, eliminate. And this is what Jordan did: eliminate things that aren't bringing you that joy, that happiness,
Yeah.
that purpose.
True. Some of them might be a little bit more challenging.
Right.
Like I can't change what time
Yeah.
our school starts, right? But it's a starting point. It gives us something to reevaluate. And as we start the school year coming up here, I don't want to rush into the school year. I still want to enjoy my summer break.
We're doing this in summer.
But as we're coming in, it's like, all right, how can I streamline this? How can I make it a little bit more friendly?
Yeah.
And what can I take from the book?
Exactly.
Right.
One more method he mentions, and again, he talks about a lot of different strategies. That one that resonated with me is the spaghetti method. Basically, what he's saying is throw it against the wall and see what sticks. In other words, say yes to things you normally would say no to and see if you enjoy it. Take risks. Now that I'm retired, I have a lot of free time, which I'm thankful for. And I'll give an example. I tried book clubs since I've retired.
Nice.
And I've enjoyed it so much, I joined the second one. So I'm in 2 book clubs, and I really look forward every month to meeting with a group of people that read the book and having a nice discussion.
Cool. Heck yeah.
So, but I'll tell you this, if you're still teaching and you feel like I'm teaching, I got my purpose, I got my summers, I would challenge you to still try new things in your 20s, 30s, 40s, whatever age you are, because I wish I wouldn't have waited to join a book club. I wish I would have been in a book club for the last 10, 20 years.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
That's a lot of books you would have
Well,
read.
my mom's been in a book club for 25 years.
Serious?
Same book club.
Wow.
Same, like the starting
Same
group
people?
of women. It's an all women's group. I think it was 4, and they've added people throughout the years, and a couple have dropped off, but the same core have been around for about 25 years.
Okay. So would you say your book club is a big P or a little P?
That's a great question. It's definitely small P.
Okay.
Yeah, and it feels good. One challenge I have had since I've retired is I feel like I need a big P because teaching is big P in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like we're doing our best to teach the 30 kids we have if we're an elementary teacher, or 200 kids if we're teaching high school, up to 200 kids.
Yeah.
That's hard because you still want to have that big P purpose, but I'm doing better at accepting that I might just be helping a few people here and there doing things versus ever having 200 kids again. I think that's a challenge for a lot of teachers.
I can see that.
Imagine.
Yeah, I can see that.
But it's a nice problem to have, I suppose. So I have up here, again, he has a podcast I highly recommend. Talks about money specific things too. He just had on J.L. Collins recently because J.L. Collins wrote The Simple Path to Wealth, one of my favorite books.
Good book. One
we've talked about on previous YouTube videos we've made. But he did a revision after 10 years, and he's on Earn and Invest. This is Jordan's website, but now he mainly just does podcasts. He doesn't do much blogging anymore or videos. So check out Jordan. I think you'll like him. You can learn a lot from him. I just remembered his first book. I believe it's called Taking Stock. Came out a couple of years ago, but he talked about hospice care and what some of these people that were close to death talked about that was meaningful to their lives. So check out his previous book too.
Cool.
So
Fantastic.
All right. Well, I hope everything's good this summer because we are recording the summer. Hopefully, you're enjoying your summer. And
You found some small peas and maybe some big peas along the way.
exactly. Yeah, try some new things.
That's right.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
See ya.
Bye.